In this video, I'm going to talk about the equipment I use to create my videos on Author Level Up. Equipment. If you want to do video but don't know where to start, it can be daunting to search for equipment. Video equipment in particular can be expensive, and if you're not familiar with it, you can waste your money real fast. When I decided to create this channel, I knew I had to spend some money, but I said I would spend the least amount of money possible to get the highest amount of quality. So here's the equipment I currently use as of April 2016, and I'll drop links in the video description. First, I use my iPhone to shoot my videos. I do not, under any circumstances, use the built-in iPhone camera because it shoots pretty crappy video and it doesn't use the camera's full potential. I tried a number of video apps, but the one I use is Pro Camera Plus. The app was about $2 and I think I got it on sale, but it's usually pretty cheap. It gives me manual control over focus, exposure, and white balance, which helps me create a professional look. I use a tripod created specifically for smartphones. I won't share the one I use as it's pretty crappy. I don't even know how I'm recording videos on it right now. And I can't even remember where I found it, honestly. It was about $10. But suffice to say that these types of tripods are very cheap and they're very easy to find on Amazon. Just make sure they're adapted for smartphone use and that they're tall enough for your needs, as many of them tend to run a bit short height-wise. Next, I use a lighting kit. I bought a cheap lighting kit by Limo Studio. It's a budget set that includes 2 umbrella lights, 2 softboxes, and a backdrop with a white, black, and green background. It cost about $150 on Amazon. Now I'll be honest with you. The lights are a little weak because they're single bulb compared to a lot of kits out there that have lights with usually 4 bulbs in them. But they do get the job done under the right conditions. In my basement, for example, I have a strong overhead light that supplements the lighting in the lighting kit and gives me a little bit of warmth, as I found that these lights are pretty cold lighting-wise. You can replace the default bulbs with stronger bulbs too, although those tend to be a little costly. But you want something that's daylight balanced, meaning they produce a brightness and light frequency similar to natural light. So look for that in any lighting kit that you have or any bulbs that you're considering. You can also purchase a longer backdrop, as I found that the one in this kit was a bit short. All in all, this kit does a good job, but I probably wouldn't buy it again. For another $100 or two, you could probably find a kit that eliminates a lot of the issues that this kit has. I've heard a lot of good things about the Cowboy Studio products, and as my channel grows, those are probably the products I'll switch to. Next, I use a lavalier microphone, and you can see it right here. I bought a cheap one from Audio-Technica on Amazon for about $20. It clips on my shirt, hooks into my phone, and it gives me a much better sound quality than the iPhone's built-in microphone, which is horrendous. Also, my basement is rectangular and it has cement floors and walls, so I have to control the sound very carefully or it's going to sound horrible. I probably would not buy this particular lavalier mic again, as it has a little bit of hiss to the sound, and I have to do a lot more work in post-production to minimize it. If I had to do it all over again, I'd buy the Rode SmartLav Plus. I'll probably be buying one of those near the end of the year. My videos are scripted, so I use my laptop as a teleprompter, and I have it sitting on top of several storage bins in my basement so that it's eye level with me when I'm reading. When I'm done shooting my videos, I edit them in ScreenFlow for Mac. It's about $100, but it lets me do everything I need to do. It's very easy to use and you can get up and running in no time. I highly recommend the software. If you're a Windows user, I've heard good things about Camtasia. When I'm doing screencasts, I use my Blue Yeti microphone for the best sound quality, though you certainly don't need one. You could totally use the lavalier microphone as well. That's it. It cost me about $250 worth of investment to get started with Author Level Up. And to be honest with you, if I had to do it all over again, it would have cost me maybe $300 or $400. Double that if I wanted the very good gear. But my investment has already paid for itself in terms of money and the relationships that my videos have generated. So I'll be able to scale up my quality over time. Could I have gone out and bought a fancy DSLR camera, state-of-the-art lights, and a wireless lavalier microphone system, and Adobe Premiere Pro for video editing? Sure. But I would have bankrupted myself. As Author Level Up grows, you'll see me investing in higher quality gear, but that'll happen slowly and as the business need arises. Sometimes it pays just to start and then see what happens, and that's what I've done with the channel. Video doesn't have to be expensive to start either. You really don't need to spend any money at all to get started if you're strapped for cash. You can find free alternatives to all of the recommendations I listed in this video. Now, I'll admit you'll have to work harder and the quality might not be as good, but sometimes that's okay when you're just starting out. Again, for links to all the products I use and recommend, check the link in the video description. That's it for this video. And by the way, this video comes as a recommendation from LaShonda McLeod. She emailed me and suggested the topic for this video. So thank you, LaShonda, and I hope this answers your question. If anyone else watching has a video suggestion or a topic for a future video, drop me a line at www.authorlevelup.com/contact, and I'd be happy to make a video to answer your question. And if you found this video helpful, do me a favor and click the like button. Thanks for watching.